Saturday morning, putting the overtime in. FYI, I got the house. Was up front with the landlord. Said I was a little bit short. Sorry, but just that's what's going on. And I got to pay an extra $150 for my first month's rent. I wouldn't mind trying to get the Jeep to that house. Just put it over there. Get it out of here, put it over there.
Yeah.
Well, we can be using it back and forth, so.
Yeah.
All right. Going.
I love you.
Love you too.
Be careful.
All right. Okay. That was my beautiful wifey, Erica, which is too good for me. Which, if you've seen any of my past videos, you know of her. In fact, the only video I've had do any well is the one with her dry heaving, which was very easy to do. And honestly, that's not the only time that's ever happened. That was one of the times that she didn't not dry heave. What the fuck? There's like an envelope on this car. But why the fuck not? Saturday morning, I'm not getting no call. I get to tell little stories. Keep my mind occupied. Had a buddy over. It was years ago. We were living in the projects behind Price Chopper. And, what was going on? We had a cat that for some reason she just wouldn't shit in the litter box. And she was the only cat we had. So it's not like it was a territory thing. She was just an idiot or something. I have no idea. But she would just shit places. She had a habit of shitting in the drain, which was fucking disgusting. Like the drain for the tub. You know how aggravating that is to wake up in the morning, to go hop in the shower and you see shit right in the drain? God forbid you turn the water on before seeing it and then just a fucking mess. But besides that, she would just shit random places. Her name was Hazel, I think. I think it was Hazel. Maybe not Hazel. Oh, I forgot her name. But she was a black cat. I think she was a Persian cat. She was a black Persian cat. Yeah. God, what the fuck was her name? It wasn't Hazel. Hazel was her sister. My mom had her as a sister, I think. But she shit behind our entertainment center. And entertainment centers, not so long ago, were full of wires and big TVs. Oh, bunny rabbit. They're full of wires and just stuff. And I was young. We had a bunch of wires. We had a PlayStation and a VCR or DVD player, whatever the hell we had at the time. Probably around that time. We could have had both. I guess the cat, she had diarrhea and she shit all over all the wires. And I was like cleaning or something, and we were all in the house. I was pointing to her. I'm like, oh my God, Erica, look at this. The cat shit everywhere. It was diarrhea all over the place. It was disgusting. I mean, it looked like there was like fuzz mixed in. We had to have not seen it for at least a few weeks. It just hopefully doesn't look bad on me. It just fucking happened. Behind the fucking goddamn entertainment center. But she comes over and looks at it, and she dry heaves. And I get a kick out of it, which I did in the other video. I started describing it in detail to her, and she's like, no, stop. And I have a buddy over, Chris. He's over. He starts dry heaving. I guess he has the same problem when you hear or see somebody throw up or gag. I guess it makes an impulse for you to throw up or gag. And that started happening. Both of them are sitting there. Eventually, she started just running over to the sink. And Chris is running out the fucking window, head hanging out. And honestly, from what I remember, I was just sitting there crying, laying down on the couch, laughing my ass off. It was one of the funniest things I saw. I just got two people to basically throw up, and made me happy because at the time I was upset about the shit. So seeing them dry heave and throw up, just from me describing it, it was funny to me. It was very funny to me. It was insanely funny to me. Yeah, that was good. I was very happy that day. Lots of stories from me and Erica. Some I cannot tell because she would be pretty upset. They're pretty fucked up. But when you are married for, be married for like 15 years and together for like 20, 25, and hence I'm like mid-30s. And we have been married or together, I think, more than half my life. We were each other's first. I mean, it's been a long time. I was an asshole a lot of times, and she stuck through me. But I learned as a younger person that how easy lying was, and to be okay with it. I think now I've completely 180 flipped on that. The fact that I had some tribulations in my own life, and a lot of it was because I wasn't believed, and because of that I lost a lot of stuff that was very important. So now my stance on lying is basically, it could be a crime in my eyes. If you lie, a little white lie to your wife, like, hey, you look good, baby, and it's a rough day, or whatever. A little white lies, fine. But the more serious you get into public atmospheres, especially like news stations, if you deliberately lie, I believe that should be punishable by a crime. I really do, especially if that lie has defamed someone's like reputation, hurt them in any way in their life. Lying is a very slippery slope on both ends. For the liar, the person being lied about. And if people don't believe you, that's really all you have. When it comes down to it, you have your word. And when your word is mistrusted, it's almost an impossibility to get it back. So honestly, object does that talk. It's just, don't fucking lie. Lying can hurt. And I wouldn't mind if you could just try people in a public court. I mean, you would have to obviously prove it was a lie. It was a deliberate lie. Somebody believes something to be true, and they say that's not really a lie, that's just believing in false information. But if somebody is deliberately lying, especially if it's in like court, if you can prove somebody lied in a court case, especially a case that can define someone's future or the future of some things, oh man, you should be able to put that person in jail. It should be a capital offense. It's a big stick going up to it. Put your hand on the Bible, you swear to God, you cross your eyes, you dot your T's, whatever you have to do. You are sworn in not to lie. If you are caught lying there, even after the fact, it should be punishable very severely. Oh boy. You know, the NBA finals are going on right now, and I can't get into them because of the guy I was going for got knocked out 2 weeks ago. It's aggravating. The only team that's worth watching, I think, there is the Boston Celtics. Not the Boston, Jesus Christ, no. The opposite, the Warriors. I don't mind watching the Warriors. I don't like watching Boston. They're boring. They're defensive, but I guess that's probably why they're boring. But just don't like the Boston Celtics. I'm a Lakers fan from as long as I can remember, until LeBron came, and now I don't like the Lakers, and it's a crazy feeling. And it's not like I don't like them, I just don't want to watch them, and I don't care if they do good or not. So it's a weird thing, because for years I just didn't like LeBron. I think it was more of a rivalry thing in the beginning, because I was a Kobe guy, and then there was LeBron guys, and they were kind of a rivalry for years. It was Kobe's prime up to Kobe's end, and then LeBron was up and coming. And I was just on the Kobe side. I was a Lakers guy. I was on the Kobe side. And Kobe started declining in age, and it was less about who was better because we always knew that LeBron was better towards the end. I mean, he was a younger guy. Kobe was getting up there. Then he retired, and he was the only one left anyway. Then I mean, the bouncing around to different teams and putting together all-stars, it feels like a rigged game, you know? It doesn't feel like he earned those championships. I don't agree. If he would have won it with the Cleveland Cavaliers, with that shit team he had that he drugged there, that would have been different. I think I would have looked at him differently. But, I mean, I think he made it once or twice from Cleveland, or almost made it there from Cleveland, with like Mo Williams in some kind of ragtag cast. And Mo Williams wasn't too bad. He wasn't terrible. He had Shaq in the end, I think. But Shaq was the shell of himself, of course. But, I mean, if he would have won it with them, if he would have stuck it out and they would have made pieces around him and kind of worked through it, I would have probably not disliked him much. But then when he jumped to Miami and they put together D. Wade and fucking Chris Bosh and winning not 7, not 8, not 9, but fucking 15 championships. We're going to dominate this league and we're going to name it the NBA Heat. But when he won 2 out of 4, got beat by Dirk. I mean, it's just not the fact that he got beat. It just shows how much of a non-clutch guy I thought he never was. And much of a rigged game. Because every place he went, he had to bring superstars with him. I'm not saying Pippen was a superstar with Jordan, but that's the biggest knock. Jordan stuck it out. Got his one superstar. I mean, through the years, there were like stars that went in and out and good, solid players. But, I mean, it was like LeBron was on the horn with, like, I don't know, his buddies and the best players in the NBA. Say, hey, guys, let's all meet up in Miami and basically let's take over this league. And they still couldn't get past Boston for the first year, I think. I think they did get past Boston. I think it was just they got there and Dallas beat them. I'm not sure. I don't know. I think Boston was the reason that he went to the Heat because he couldn't get past them and Cleveland. So maybe he didn't make it up there. I thought he did, though. I'm not great at my history. But I was pretty into the league at that time because that was Kobe's heyday. When freaking Lakers Celtics, you know, big three against Kobe and whoever he was with, whether it be fucking Powell or Shaq or Bynum, Odom. I liked Odom. I liked Odom a lot. I liked the way he played. The only problem with Odom is inconsistent. But like again, LeBron, I didn't like how he tried to rig every team to be a championship team. And maybe it's, I mean, it probably is unfair because that's what the upper people do. Like the executives in the team, they're always trying to kind of get a good team together. But by the fact that he got all the best team. And it was just always the best players, his good buddies, his good friends. And, I mean, if you're one of the best players in the league, obviously your friends, I mean, for the most part, it's a junior league, a T-ball league, or a high school league, you're probably friends with the best players, especially in a upper league of any sort. The best players are usually good friends. They're all really good friends. And, of course, the best players in the NBA were friends. And just, I don't know. I didn't like how it all went down. I didn't like the spectacle of it. And I think it did raise money for charity, which was great. I mean, LeBron's a great guy. I can't say a goddamn bad thing about the guy as a person. Not that I know of. Seems like he's trying to make money. But, I mean, if you're given a 6'9" frame and built like a brick shit house and bigger, stronger, faster than everybody you ever meet, I'm sure life ain't that horrible. You got scouts coming to you since you're 15, and you got probably people kissing your ass since you were 13. They realize you was 13, you could dunk. It's like, yeah, life's probably not that difficult. I'm not saying he doesn't put the work in, but it's a big jealousy thing from a perspective from a fan, of course. You always want to be up there. And you can't, but I got to be honest. So, I mean, God-given talents are half the battle in some cases. Not in all cases. but in some. And he's just gifted with every talent you can ask for in a man. And honestly, it's probably his character is probably just as great. And I don't know the guy, so I can't say it. It's just from my perspective. I don't like the way he won his championships. It wasn't the way Jordan did it, and that was the way I was accustomed to. It wasn't the way Kobe did it. Kobe stuck it out. I mean, he got lucky with Shaq in the beginning, but he was drafted. Oh, no, he wasn't drafted by them, was he? I think he was drafted by someone else and traded, to be honest with you. But that was the team that he eventually started off with. That was, I think it was actually his second team. I forgot. He was drafted by someone else and I think traded to the Lakers. But he was a young guy. No one thought Kobe. He was in the era of getting high schoolers and hoping for the best. I think we got KG out of that. We also got Andrew Bynum out of that. I mean, it was a hit or miss situation. We also got Kobe out of that. R.I.P. Kobe. He was the fucking man. Kobe was my guy. You got kids growing up hitting shots, you know. Jordan. I had like a retarded buddy who would go LeBron and just like a fucking idiot. Because he used to call him swamp ass. He was just a sweaty mess of a person, even as a teenager. Fucking, I would be Kobe. Always Kobe. Kobe was my man, even when he went through that shit and he had a lull and changed his number, trying to reinvent his perception, I guess. That was rough, but that was his personal life. Again, personally, he was probably an asshole. He seemed like a cocky fucker, but you have to be, I think, at that point. And I'm probably giving him a pass more than LeBron, but he played on my fucking team, so I'm allowed to. He was my guy. And then when Shaq left, he stuck it out. The Lakers sucked. They sucked for years. The only show in town was Kobe. Then we got like Odom, and we were close. We were getting so close with him and Odom. I kept thinking, yeah, this was the year. This was it. But Odom was just so inconsistent. I always liked Derek Fisher. He was a fucking pitbull of a fucking player. I love Derek Fisher. I don't know why. I've always liked him. Yeah, and then Rick Fox, he was a Deadeye. Had a cameo on Big Bang that was kind of weird one time. Which I do like Big Bang. I think that's funny. I don't care what people say. I think Big Bang is funny. But, yeah, then he got Powell. He should have got CP3. He fucking should have got CP3. The league fucked us there. There was no reason why they should have vetoed that trade. If CP3 would have made it to the Lakers with Kobe, I believe Kobe might have 6 or 7 championships. Because I think that was even after Powell. But Kobe still had talent. He just couldn't carry a team like he used to. He wasn't as spry. He still had the heart. He still would fucking take the rock and take over a game when he fucking could. But then CP3 would have taken that mantle, just controlling the game off of him. CP3 still plays hard now. I mean, fuck. I reminisce sometimes of what could have been with CP3 and LeBron. Not LeBron, Jesus Christ. That lady fucked me. There was a lot of pink. CP3 and Kobe. What could have been CP3 and Kobe Bryant? I think we got Dwight Howard. I think we got him because we couldn't get CP3, but Dwight was kind of on his downturn, and I don't know what was going on with Dwight. I never understood Dwight because I mean, they made him seem like he was the next great center coming out, but he was like 6'9". And 6'9's a big guy. But 6'9 is LeBron. I don't think it's LeBron as a center. I mean, he just had enormous hops. I think that was the thing. He was athletic to the moon. He was like a black Blake Griffin. But it was... like, he was fucking walking around with springs in his legs. Yeah, and Kobe stuck it out, and he got his. And I love how we got his, I think the year after Shaq made a rap saying Kobe can't do it without him. Because when Shaq immediately left, it was a Shaq and Kobe thing, and I was a Kobe guy all the way. I love Shaq. Shaq's awesome. He's a funny fucking guy, but I thought we had a better chance with Kobe going forward. And it just the way he was just so determined. And Kobe ended up with 5, Shaq had 4. And I think that kind of proves our case. And Kobe stuck it. If Shaq would have stayed, I'm telling you, we could have got. Oh no! Fuck! Oh, fucking wallet! Oh, I forget on Saturdays I need this goddamn thing. Hey, bud, do you have a card thing? Yeah, I realized it's 2 seconds ago I forgot my wallet. And I did that last week too, and I actually went back. Come on. Thank you. Yeah, Saturdays we have the lift gate. I forgot my wallet. You kidding me? What the hell is going on there? All right, well, I'm here. Everyone have a good day. Enjoy your Saturday. Hopefully you have a happy family and a happy life. And if you don't, thrive for it. That's what matters more than anything else. Be nice to people.